The Select Board got an update about the progress of the proposal to be put forward at town meeting for the town of Hopkinton to comply with the state's MBTA communities law.
So that's going to go to the planning board, probably not on Monday, but likely at the next meeting on October 7th.
So they're presenting three options.
Correct.
Are they making a recommendation on any of those three?
Is Zach making a recommendation? Yeah. So they've ranked them. They prefer the one that went to town meeting in May as the top choice. The second choice was the Walcott Valley downtown subdistrict, and then the third choice would be the Indian Brook condos.
Okay.
But that's up to the planning board to decide which one or multiple they want to move forward. Spoke to town council today about that, and there is a possibility of moving two forward to town meeting to have town meeting choose between the two.
This new law requires that an MBTA community shall have at least one zoning district of reasonable size in which multifamily housing is permitted as of right and meets other criteria set forth in the statute. The previous attempt to pass an article in order to comply with the state MBTA communities law failed at the 2024 Hopkinton Annual Town Meeting back in May, falling short of the required majority by 8 votes. 3 proposals by the Zoning Advisory Committee are being moved forward for debate.
John, do you mind sharing a little bit of the rationale for the 3 options that the ZAC committee is sending forward? Just kind of what they're thinking behind each one of those in just a couple of minutes so we can get a little context for why.
Sure. So there's 3 criteria, and I probably said this ad nauseum. So there's 3 criteria that we have to meet. The capacity, the unit capacity, which is 750 units. That's not 750 that have to be built, but that's how many have to be zoned to be allowed. The 50-acre minimum, and then the 15 unit per acre density across the whole district. And so they're trying to balance getting those 50 acres and kind of just over 50 acres so that we're not going too much over 50. Getting those 50 acres, but then having the other parameters match up so that we can meet the other criteria. And also, one of the things that Zach has been working with is finding parcels that are not imminently developable. And so they found these larger parcels with condo developments that are already multifamily near downtown or near the train station and are likely not going to be developed in the next 5 to 10 years because people are already living there. And so that was really the rationale to try and get a little bit from what the people are saying. We don't want more development, and then we still need to meet the criteria.
So for an existing neighborhood that's fairly dense by Hopkinton standards already, is that neighborhood at risk of getting additional density placed on that parcel? Or is that density already count towards the numbers? So we're just putting it in the mix
for like the condo units?
Like for Indian Brook, for example, yeah. So, or across from Carboni's there. Like, if there's already condos in place, do we have to add more? Or
no. So the compliance is just having the zoning in place. It's not actually developing the units. So if you've got a development, the Preserve, Walcott Valley condominiums, or Indian Brook, those are all developed under special permits usually. I know Preserve was, I assume Walcott and Indian Brook were. But you'd have to amend the special permit, also get the buy-in from the owners, and it's just this process that would likely not be feasible in order to add units to them. So it would really be kind of overtaking the whole development and then redeveloping it as multifamily. And so it's not that you could really add units to increase that density on those parcels right away.
For more information about this, you could visit our website, hcam.tv.